Welcome to Unprofessional Friends. My name is Alex, and Austin tried stealing an Alani Nu from my fridge just now.
Stealing,
and I said,
bitch, I asked. I don't gotta try to steal, you just steal.
And he tried to steal it, and I said, no way, Jose, or else I'm calling the authorities and the police. So instead of drinking an Alani Nu, he decided, I'm going to throw a Zin in my mouth.
Cinnamon Zin.
It's a Zinnamin sin. It's a Ziminin. Zinanim.
Cinnamon.
Zinnamin sin.
You're doing too much right now. Slow down.
I'm getting a phone call.
Jesus.
Hold on. We can start this off right. Hello? Hello?
Alex is on the phone with possibly.
Oh, they hung up. Damn it.
Fuck.
Yeah, I would have tried to keep that one going. No, but in all reality, Austin faked his son being sick so he didn't have to record the podcast for the last couple of days.
Bitch, I wish I fucking faked it.
Yeah. No, Austin made a whole thing up, told his son to be
He
sick.
had to fucking leave daycare today, bro.
Yeah. Oh, again?
Yeah, dog.
Why?
Many of
Why
those
is your
gonna-
son a puss?
Dude, he's a fucking bitch, bro. He just needs to get over it.
He actually has something wrong with him, so like you can't make
Yeah.
fun of him. Like he
Nah, it
legitimately
sucks.
is diagnosed with something.
It sucks. It really does. You hate to see it. Kid got rotavirus over the weekend, so it's nothing.
Is that
but,
how you pronounce it? Rotavirus?
Yeah, so it's nothing but pure liquid shitting and throwing up. But he only threw up twice.
How do you? But is he throwing up out of his ass more?
Oh yeah, but then
So
it's
how
just
do you
like
get that? Is it
piercing
just-
pain in his stomach too. So
Is
like,
it just something like kids get?
Yeah, so I looked it up, and it's very common for most kids to get it.
Well, like
And
I
then
said,
when they get it, they develop an immunity to it. And then as we get older, so like I have a little bit of a sore throat,
Yeah.
fucking, clearly. And I looked
can't
it
wait to
up.
get rotavirus.
I looked it up. It's basically what I get
Yeah.
from him because I've been
Yeah.
cuddled with that kid. Dude, honest to God, I hate seeing my kids sick, but I fucking love it because they are just so cuddly. And
Yeah,
want
they give you
nothing.
attention.
They want nothing to do but just
They're not mean. They're just nice and cuddly with you.
It sucks because like he would be fine. Like all in all, he's totally himself, his normal self. But boom, randomly, fucking stomach is just it drops him. Like he will drop to the ground because it fucking hurts him so bad.
Yeah, that is wild.
And then we'll be like, okay, what so I'm giving him fucking Pepto and then taking him to the toilet. Well, fucking let's just say it was a messy weekend.
Yeah.
Weekend for
Yeah, welcome to Unprofessional Friends.
us.
Austin faked his son being sick so he could leave the draft early.
That's actually the starting point when we like realized, okay, he's actually like this kid's fucked up a little bit.
Yep, so that's one of the big topics for today's episode is talking
I teared
about...
up on the way home, you bitch ass dude. So the
Talking-
fact that you even sit here and say that, like I was actually upset that I
So,
didn't get to do anything.
The NFL draft was in Green Bay this year, and we were like, all right, fuck it, let's go. My brother was playing it, him and his band Doozy, the good old Doozy band. They were playing, so me and Jabs, my parents, a lot of my family were like, all right, we're all going to go up to Green Bay and watch this. Jabs picks me up, 7:45. We're in a good mood. We're going up to Green Bay.
Dude,
It's
we were in a
great
great
time.
mood the entire time. Like I was in
Yeah.
the best of moods.
It was
the
a
whole
fun time for the first 20 minutes, and then...
we
Yeah,
were
about
standing
an
there
hour.
for an hour,
Yeah.
bro.
And then, I saw Jabs get a phone call. I can hear him on the phone. We're sitting there waiting. It's 9 a.m.
I can see it on Alex's face.
Yep.
He knows what's going on
Yep.
right now.
I can, I hear Jabs go, so do I need to leave? And I was like, oh no. I was like, oh my God. And, at this time, I still did not know like what actually was wrong. I just heard you say, so do I need to leave? And I was like, this dude's going to have to leave. Essentially, right before my brother started playing, right before Doozy started playing, and I'm like, there's no shot. He hangs up the phone, and I could just tell Jabs was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, Jabs was mad.
Oh, I was fucking hot.
And
I was hot.
I was
I
like,
was trying to be a dad about it,
Yeah.
but I was fucking pissed.
well, I mean, in that situation, that's just something I guarantee every single parent has gone through something like this. It's happened before. Not to this extent where you were kind of 15, 20 minutes out, you know?
Oh, bro, I was 30 minutes out. Probably,
I guess
I was a
from
15-minute
your
walk
sisters?
deep into the fucking shit, which I basically ran back.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I mean, I guess adding all that to it, I don't know where you, don't say it either. I don't know where your sister lives, but like, I feel like you're probably about a half an hour away. And I mean, there's been times where like, we're either,
I cooked on the way there. Oh, I cooked.
Oh, like
I drove
speed?
I drove so fucking fast. I was like, this is so stupid. Draft weekend, there's state everywhere. I was like, this is so
yeah,
stupid.
but they're probably all watching people coming to
they
Green
weren't worried
Bay.
about me. But yeah, no, it fucking sucked, dude. I was so upset. I was like, damn. Like, because I wanted to go in and, you know, do shit. But like, let's be honest. This was the best case scenario for me because my ass was at home in the fucking warmth.
Yep, Austin, you did not miss a single fucking thing.
I was going to say, I was very relieved. But at the same time, I felt so bad for the boys that they couldn't like do a full, you know, session and experience that.
Yeah.
I felt so fucking bad, especially because they were there at 3 a.m. dog.
Yeah, so again, I've mentioned it a few times. If you don't know my brother, he's in a band with two other friends. Their band name is Doozy. Go check out their music. It's pretty good. And they played at the draft, but for some reason, the bar that they were playing at had them outside. And the bar itself, very nice inside. Like, honestly, it was I went up to the second floor
dope.
and looked
It
around
was
too.
dope,
Really,
bro.
really nice. They had just opened on Monday. So I just genuinely don't think they knew
They had
how
nothing figured out.
Yeah, they're still learning, and you know it's a new bar. It just sucks that people we know, a band that we know, was kind of like the guinea pig of it, essentially.
For sure.
And they were outside, and it is cold as shit. I mean, it was probably in the 30s,
Yeah.
but with wind
And
and
rain.
rain. It fucking sucked. And they played outside. They had a tarp covering the back of them, but the rain, it was so windy, the rain was coming in sideways. So, dude, it just sucked massive donkey dick. And they were playing outside, which I understand why they do it. You hear a band, it attracts you to the
yes.
bar. If they were playing inside, the only way people are going to know there's a band inside is if they come inside. But there's nothing to pull them inside.
Granted, that building is full of glass. Like the walls are basically
you probably
glass.
hear shit.
You would hear it, and you would see it from the lights.
Yeah.
So like it would be alluring.
Yeah.
Dude, that did not feel like it rolled off.
Luring.
Okay, no, see, that sounds creepy.
Yeah, we're trying to get you in our bar.
Come here.
Come inside, please.
Come here.
Come here. No, so I get why they wanted them outside, but it is fucking downpouring. It's windy. It's cold. Like, the only people that were there, sadly, were like my family and like Ryan's family and D'Angelo's. Like, Morgan was there
Yeah.
and like a few other friends and stuff. There was all people. Like, there was genuinely
the normal show.
Yeah,
up.
there was genuinely no one else there because they scheduled a band at 9 a.m. when the draft doesn't even open until noon.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That was so fucked up. That was
Yeah.
so fucked up.
So that was the big problem. But they started later because of the rain. They played like you were gone by this time.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so we were standing outside and I was like, dude, why the fuck are we doing this? So that area that we stayed in for like the first 20 minutes in the building, that little where the doors were opening, you know, I went and stood in there while they were playing and just watched them from there.
Your brother probably seeing you. He's like, this fucking...
I just kept going. Because I was like, dude, it's fucking freezing. I can see Andy up there shivering. I can see Ryan's jumping up and down trying to stay cold.
No shot D'Lo wasn't
Yo,
shivering.
D'Lo was hitting the drums and you could see
But
like
he's just
water
sitting there.
splashing. Yeah, dude, everything was soaking wet. So finally, they played like 4 songs, and I don't know what the conversation was on stage, obviously, because I couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
It was just them talking. They were trying to figure something out. The sound guy went up there. One
Mind
of their
you,
friends.
sound guy's not their sound guy. Sound guy is for band that's supposed to play after them.
No, but they had their sound guy.
Oh, did he show up?
Yeah, he was there.
Oh,
He was
okay.
there when we were talking. You were there.
Oh, I thought they were talking about how like they were
No,
using
they're-
somebody else's sound guy and they were waiting for him to show up.
Okay, maybe I do remember this conversation. Regardless, someone that it's usually their sound guy. They were using some of his equipment as well. And he went on stage to talk to them and then was like, holy fuck, it is soaking wet up here. And if you don't know, I mean, you should, electronics and water, we don't mix too well.
No.
So the guy was like, we gotta stop. Like, we can't do this. It's fucking wet. Everything is soaking wet. A lot of this shit cannot get water, like microphones. You can't get water in microphones. Can't do it. Just not how microphones work.
No. I mean, that's why you have protectors when people are spitters.
Yeah, so they called it talking to the people at the bar. I mean, it was just a shit it was just a shit show from the start. And then we sat there for like another, hour or whatever talking.
Did you
figuring
go
things
in?
out. What?
Did you go in?
Inside?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say at least
Well, you
guys,
were inside.
Well, I didn't go in.
You were sitting down for a while.
No, I mean like into the draft area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
we
meant.
did.
That's what I
But so
My bad.
no, yeah, you're good. We stayed around at that bar. It's like right outside of Lambeau. And we're leaving. Me, my mom, and dad. We were trying to decide. Originally, they knew I didn't want to be there anymore. I was already like, this is just fucked.
I mean, I'm sure your mom was cashed too. She didn't
Oh,
even
and my
give a-
mom wanted to go too. But like, we both knew that my dad wanted to stay. So we were like, okay, let's just suck it up. And my mom and dad were like, well, my dad kept going, well, why don't we just drop you back, like me, back off at home?
Yeah.
And then they were going to drive back up there. And I was like, I'm not making you do that. Like, I'm not making you drive.
See, old Alex would have said, "Okay, let's go."
Yeah, I would.
100%.
I'm not making my dad drive 25 minutes back to my apartment, then back up there, losing prime parking.
Oh yeah, dude. The fact that like when I walked back, everything was filled up.
Yeah.
That whole block was
So I'm like, I'm not letting you do that. Let's just stick it out for a while. It stopped raining, so I was like, okay, this is actually it was still windy, still cold, not enjoyable. But we started walking towards the gates for the draft because the way they had it set up, you had to walk like all the way around the stadium. Like, yeah, you had to walk all the way from the one side, enter, because if long lines and stuff, they needed.
I'm trying to think.
That was the stage. You had to walk all the way
Bro,
around
we
the
were
stadium.
across from the convention center,
Yes.
which means what? You had to go over by the sledding hill?
Yeah.
That's fucked.
You had to walk. That's where the entrance was, essentially.
That's fucked.
Kind of. And so we started walking over there, and we only walked like 5 minutes, and my brother calls, "Hey, my car's not starting."
Yeah, I forgot
Like,
you
are
said
you
that.
fucking kidding me? So we had to walk back. Again, still cold. I walked back. Thankfully, it was just like his battery like got unplugged somehow. It was like loose. So it was simple. We sat there for another like 10 minutes.
Quick fix.
Yes, we sat there for like another 10 minutes. Finally walked back to the draft. As we're walking back to the draft, side note, they were just handing out like random energy drinks. Like there was some people handing out like Red Bulls. Like
So you stole somebody's Red Bull?
no.
You over here preaching about me trying to steal an Alani and
No.
you stealing people's Red Bulls?
No, it was like actual companies handing out drinks. There was people doing Red Bulls. There was this other energy drink that me, my dad, and mom all took one. It was like ZOA or ZAO or something.
You guys
Weird.
got fucked up.
No. So I drank mine. It tasted good. I liked it actually. And as my mom's talking, she's like, "Oh yeah, it tastes good, but it's definitely not like a chug drink." Literally 2 minutes after I had it, mine was gone. I was like, "Oh, so we're not chugging these?"
He's like, so this
And-
ain't that party?
This was all happening while we were walking up. We get to the line waiting outside the gate. Starts raining again. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Noon hits, just fucking downpours. We have like, I put on
Ponchos.
the poncho.
Yeah.
We're walking around. It is just absolute hell. I mean, we're walking right into the rain, right into the wind. Not fun at all. I don't know what it was either. Like usually I don't mind cold. Like I'm a cold person.
Not me, bro.
And that fucking sucked tits.
I was so like I literally told Maddie was like because my sister felt so bad because she knew I wanted to go real bad because I was actually supposed to go the night before with her husband and
yeah.
my
Your
dad.
daddy.
And ended up not working out. So I was like, oh yes, you know what? And at first, honestly, I didn't think I was gonna be able to pull off Friday. I had to pull a couple strings and make it work, but and I made it work. Like that was the thing. I worked hard for like literally like 3 hours while I was at work on Thursday, getting shit figured out for my kids because normally I have Fridays off. So we don't pay for daycare for the extra day, you know, like we don't do any of that. So I got it all figured out. And then, that was that one rocked my world a little bit. Like I'm not even kidding you. Like for a minute there, I completely disregarded the fact that I had to care for a child. And I was so, what's the word I'm looking for? Like selfish. I was just selfish as fuck for like literally probably 30 minutes after that. I was like,
wait, when?
When I got called and told me that I had to leave because my son was sick and I had to
you're
go
mad.
get him from daycare.
You're mad that you couldn't continue to do what you wanted to, you know, what you had
felt
planned.
So selfish though. And I was like, well, you know, and you're right. Like, so I
originally
I was
normal feeling. I can guarantee it.
Yeah. So like it literally took me until I seen him where I was like, dude, I didn't give a fuck. Yeah. Like I picked him up, put him in the car. We drove to the store. We got some meds, got him some yogurt.
What happened in the car?
Oh, fuck you. Thank God. Okay. I'll get there. Pick him up.
So this hasn't happened yet?
No, but it happens right after that. Like right after I leave the grocery store. So I get Brooks some stuff to help him shit because I figure, you know, stomach's hurting. And this is all prior to me going to the doctor and getting him.
Figuring out what it was.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of hitting it with what I'm feeling. So I'm like, okay, get him some shit to shit. Be good. Get in the car, buckle him up. It might have been my fault. I fucking yanked that son of a bitch.
He pulled his stomach. He's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, dude. Well, he started complaining. He's like, Dad, my stomach hurts. My tummy hurts. I'm like, almost home, you know, whatever. And I didn't know. Like, I didn't hear it. I didn't do nothing. And, like, we got, like, halfway home. And he goes, hey, Dad? I'm like, yeah. He goes, Dad, I went poop. And I'm like, did you fart or did you, like, poop? And he goes, oh, Dad, I pooped. And I was like, okay, bud, you all right? And he goes, yeah. I was like, it's not a big deal. We're good. Because I just told him, I was like, it's because you're sick. I was like, it's not, you know, it's not really a big deal. We don't got to worry about it. I'm not mad at you. I'm also not one of those parents that gets pissed at my kid because they have an accident in their fucking pants. If you are one of those parents, you're a piece of shit.
Dude, your kid's 3.
Dude,
it's going to happen.
Dude, I've seen parents that are like, we'll be at a park. And granted, I've been there. Like, my kid is so excited to be at the park. He doesn't want to go to the bathroom or forgets. His brain shuts off the fact that he has to piss and he fucking goes in his pants. Like, but like, I've seen parents like,
get mad.
Like, get pissed. Like, yell at their kid. I'm like, you're a fucking piece of shit. Anyways, sidetrack. So yeah, we get home. Yeah, dude did the business. He did his thing and it wasn't soft. It was like liquid. So I had to get him upstairs. I got him upstairs. My neighbor, shout out Mike, he's dope, was standing right there, morally keeping me up. Just like, he's like, you're doing good. I'm like sitting there fucking gagging.
Like, my son just shit.
No,
I'm not fine.
And I'm trying to tell myself it's cool. You know what I literally did? I looked at the fucking fence that I parked next to and tried to figure out in my brain what kind of wood it was to get my fucking brain
distract
off
yourself
it.
a little bit.
Dude,
Yeah.
I literally was trying everything. And like, he can see me, like my whole body, like, cause you know when like you gag, your like whole chest and everything like fucking moves. Well, he was just laughing. I'm like, dude, this ain't funny. Like, he was just keeping me up. Like,
that's funny.
So I got Brooks upstairs, you know, did our thing, got him all situated, laid him down, you know, hit him with that med up kit. And, I went downstairs and my car fucking reeked, bro. This is probably
Does it still reek?
No.
Okay,
It's good. Maddie fucking helped me out when she got home right away. That was the first thing she did. It's just, I took the car seat out. She just cleaned it.
Yeah.
But, it fucking smelled when I took that bitch out because I wasn't keeping the windows down. It was raining.
Yeah.
So
you
like,
gotta let that all just sit in there.
Bro, it was in there for like 45 minutes, dog. It was such an L, dude. I was pissed. I was like, damn, bro. Like,
yeah, he texted that. The only reason I know is because we're just texting. I'm like, how's Brooks doing?
What did
he
I
just
say?
shit in my car.
Yeah, what did I say, dude? It was, I don't even remember what I fucking said. It was
pretty sure that was like word very similar. I was like, how's Brooks doing? dude just shit in my car.
Yeah, dude.
Did you find it?
It was in a whole paragraph, and I ain't reading the whole fucking thing. I'm just laughing at the fucking Bailey Zimmerman thing I sent you.
Ah, fuck you.
But yeah, no, it was a rough one, dude. Had a rough ass weekend. We collectively, I think, Maddie and I got like 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night.
Yeah, so Austin again faked all of this, so we didn't have to record over the weekend.
Plan work, babe. Good job.
Yeah, we're recording on a Monday,
Shout out, y'all.
and yeah, it was a fun time.
I did, however, feel like such an asshole because I took him out of the house for the first time last night. Like 6 o'clock, we took him to 1,000 Islands, and we were walking the trail, and the kids were like, "Yeah, let's go." And I was telling myself, like, no, like he's gonna turn around and say like his stomach hurts, and like this whole thing's gonna get shebanged. And I didn't want to be like a half mile into the woods, and that happened. Fucking happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. We got all the way. We were chilling on this porch, and the second we were just chilling there, and he was like calmed down, and boom. I was like, damn. I had to carry his ass all the way back, half mile. I'm like, well, shit ever hits the fan, I know I can at least carry Brooks this far. Was a heavy fucker now, dude.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, dude. See if that's me. That's causing serious bathroom trauma for the rest of my life.
I'm hoping not. I think
he's too young to remember,
He's
I think.
fine. Like, we laugh about shit. Like, literally when he did that, I was telling him like, Dad, I'll fucking shit my pants right now, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you want that? Because if I do it, you gotta clean me. Like, dude thought it was the funniest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, he's
Like-
still a kid, and he thinks like for him being 3, it's, I don't want to say fine for him to do it, but it's like understandable.
Nah, dude,
that
even
it-
if he wasn't sick and he came to me and he told me, Dad, I went to the bathroom in my pants, dude, I'd be like, all right, bro, let's get it
You'd be
figured
like,
out.
what?
Let's fix it up. Let's, you know the drill here. Like, you know where
Yeah.
your clothes go. You know what needs to be done. Like,
But
let's
say
do
he's
it.
like 10, 11, 12.
Dude, you got problems.
That's when it's like, all right, well,
You can't be out here shitting yourself, bro.
sometimes things happen.
Grown ass man shit.
It's only happened-
Talk to Uncle Alex about it.
Yeah, it's only happened
That's
once
a conversation
to
I'm
me.
gonna let you have.
Yeah, well, then you'll find out that your son has undiagnosed IBS and he can't control it or hold it or do
Is it
anything.
diagnosed yet?
For me? I mean, my doctor said I probably have it, but they never ran any tests.
Undiagnosed.
Yeah, so it's undiagnosed.
Hypothetical.
Yeah, well, when I went in and explained, feel it? Go. Don't hold. You can't hold it. So, cycling back to the draft, when Jeb's faked his son being sick.
Fucking bitch. I'm gonna hear about this. This is gonna be for like a fucking
Yep,
week,
it's a bit.
dude. I fucking hate you. I'm telling Brooks that you're making a joke out of his
Yeah,
Yeah.
you won't believe it.
sickness. Yeah. All right.
Now you just tell me he believed it and fake that too.
I'll send you a video like I have been all
yeah,
weekend.
you
I
did.
sent Alex a video every fucking day.
Yeah.
Because I knew this bitch would fucking say something. I'd be like, tell Alex how sick you are. I'd want to fucking make Alex feel so
Yeah,
fucking
well,
bad.
Brooks would just go.
That's literally it.
So you walk into the draft, and as soon as you walk in, there is a Pepsi like contest thing, and me and my dad were like, "Oh yeah, we'll do it." So we waited in line, get up there. This is the contest. You don't win anything. You just literally go up. They have 2 cups. One's filled with, I think it was like Coke Zero Sugar, or Pepsi Zero Sugar, and then a competitor, whatever it may be, Coke Zero, whatever. Don't know what it is. And the cups have sensors on the bottom, so you don't know what it is, but then you put the cup that you think is the better tasting cup
Yeah.
in the middle, and then it tells you if you've correctly guessed Pepsi Zero Sugar or whatever.
I'm
So
nailing
my
that.
dad did it first, but I'll tell you, he did it first, then I went after him. I did choose. I could immediately tell.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I could immediately tell which one it was, so I just guessed, or I just put down the one that I knew was Pepsi.
Did Dad get him flip flopped?
So I got it right, and he was like, "Oh, congrats!" But my dad did it, and he put down the competitor's cup, and the guy was like, "Oh, sorry," and my dad was like, "Maybe you guys need to make better soda," and then just turned and walked away. and I
Dude,
was
your
like-
dad is such a poor loser, bro. Oh my god.
Well, like he said it in like kind of a joking way,
no
but I
shot.
could,
Your dad's got no joke in his voice,
yeah,
bro.
he was like, well, maybe that's a sign you guys should get better soda.
Call your dad right now and tell him to tell you a joke.
No, he couldn't.
No,
he
we'd have to bleep out. Yeah, we'd have to bleep out half of it.
bad.
Yeah, we'd have to bleep half of it. You right.
No, but he said that, and I was like, oh no, now I feel uncomfortable because I hadn't gone yet,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, you just made all of them feel really uncomfortable, Dad. What
Dude,
the
you
fuck?
saved it, bro.
Well, that's why I fucking knew I had to make it correct. I
Bro,
had to choose the right one.
You saved it, bro. Your whole family would have got whacked.
Yeah,
Pepsi
I was
would've
like,
called in the mafia.
God damn, and like I immediately I could tell that it was just diet or Pepsi zero sugar or whatever. It was just the most distinct taste. I can tell when it is. And I'm pretty sure the other one was Coke. But I'm also thinking this contest is weird.
Dog, I could have told you which is which, bro.
Yeah, but like
you
think
should
about
be
this.
able to figure out which is which. I can't ever drink Coke without thinking like when I smell it or taste it, I think alcohol right away.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
get that way with Pepsi.
Same, me too.
Like that's a huge distinguisher for me, but also Pepsi is a little bit more sweet.
But think about this. Pepsi ran a promotion like this. They had to go out and spend money
And your dad
on a
just-
competitor's product.
Oh yeah,
That's
but people-
weird, isn't it?
No, I think people do that shit all the time.
Well, they
just
do,
because
but I feel like that's a weird.
it's their way of trying to show that they're better.
Yeah, but what if it backfires like it did with my dad?
Like,
Like,
your dad is just a different fucking story, bro.
I
don't
was
know
just
what
so
fuck
the
to
way
tell
he
you about
said
him.
it. Well, maybe it's a sign you guys should get better tasting soda. And I was like, ah, fuck.
Yeah, you dude. Bro, sometimes I be feeling so bad for your mom.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, I think she's just used to, well, like,
Bro has literally never.
my dad's
changed.
just an honest person. Like,
Your dad is if you looked up the picture of or like the definition of blunt in the dictionary, it'd be a picture of your dad right next to it. And I ain't talking about fucking the marijuana thing. I'm talking about a blunt rock object, and that's what your dad is. He's
yeah,
very just fucking.
he just tells it like it is, and he doesn't hold back about anything really.
Jesus,
He doesn't lie.
feel bad
which-
for the guy. I bet you didn't know what to fucking say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were like, oh yeah, well yeah. Sometimes people just don't have it, or they just whatever.
I totally would have figured your dad would have got it mixed up, like got the zero and the Pepsi mixed up.
Well, he did say he could tell, but
I don't understand how you don't know what's Pepsi and what's Coke out there.
so okay. Like I watch, like there's TikToks where like people have like drinks behind
Yeah,
a
I've
box
seen that
and they
shit,
like
yep.
taste it.
Yep.
I'm like, I think I could. I don't know if that's like a guilt, like or like a I'm over. Like I think it's just too easy.
Yep.
But I see that I'm like I could easily tell which one's which, like so easily tell.
Should we do this one time?
I think we should because I want to be humbled
Okay.
and just be wrong.
So-
like I want to get none correct.
So let's do 10 drinks. You buy 5, I'll buy 5. For your setup, I'll set all the drinks up so you can't see them. I know, so that I know what you get right, what you don't get right, right?
Yeah.
At the end, we'll switch it. You'll flip-flop all the drinks around how you want, and then you'll take notes, and at the end, we'll see how many you got right and how many I got right.
Okay, I'm down.
We'll do sodas, diet sodas, and should we do... Bro, you're gonna get me on like all the Alanis and shit. Like I don't be drinking those.
Well,
But
we'll do thing. No, so like,
But I feel like that's something
what
we
is
should
the
also put
soda
in.
you drink the most?
Mountain
Probably
Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will grab like, we could start off simple. We could do multiple of these. Like we could start off simple where like I give you Mountain Dew, like diet Mountain Dew. Like do they have zero sugar Mountain Dew? Like do they have
I
different?
think they just got the diet. I don't know.
And say I feel like Mountain Dew is one of those that only has like the two main ones, like the diet and regular, and then like the flavor ones, like Code Red.
Bro,
But like I feel like that's so easy.
I don't know, bro. I'm not like crazy good at shit like that because I also have not. I don't really step across the line when it comes to things I drink. I don't want to waste my money on things that I don't like. So I don't know. We can throw some like juices in there, whatever, like Gatorade, Powerade, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like grab multiples of different things that like
Yeah.
are similar in a way. So Coke, Pepsi, fucking
Well, like
Mr. Pibb or Dr.
Do-
Pibb
yeah,
and
Dr.
Dr.
like
Pepper.
the off-brand
like,
stuff.
Grab so
we could do like which one's on brand and off brand.
that's a good call too.
So like get a Mountain Dew and then like the
Yep.
Mountain Thunder.
Yep.
Like you could see which one you like better.
I'm down.
I've seen like this is nothing revolutionary or new.
No,
We've
but-
just never done it, and it would be fun to do. because, like I said, I feel like my brain tells me I could figure it out so easy. And then I just want to be wrong. I want to be wrong.
My sister's birthday's this week when we're gonna do the pod next. So I'm gonna just verify I'm not doing anything, but we'll do it this Saturday
Well, we could do we could do that
for the next pod. So y'all on the next podcast, y'all.
We're gonna do it for the pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully this draws some of you freaking just ear listeners into visual listeners a little bit.
I feel like we have more visual than
Either way.
you. I don't know.
Do we? I don't know.
I have
don't
no
keep
idea.
track
I don't
about
look
that.
at any
You're
of the stats.
Yeah, you're the one that has all the capabilities of looking deep into that shit.
Yeah, I don't look at any of it.
I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, no, I don't. Hi, Toasty.
She just chills now.
Yeah. Well, she's probably confused too why her thing has moved. She'll get used to it. I'm sure she'll understand more. She was surprisingly very good over the weekend when I had 2 people over. She didn't really hide too much. I mean, she went up top in the kitchen like she normally does for a little bit, but overall, she was fine. What else was I going to say about the draft?
We did good, bro. Packers did good. A
Yeah.
lot of teams did good. This year's going to be pretty fucking dope if people stay healthy and everything moves how it moves.
Yeah. Well, we walked around. My dad was like, do you guys want to go into the stadium? Because the stadium was open. You could walk in through it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, yes, because it was raining. We're like, fuck it, let's go in there. So we went in there for like 10, 15 minutes, kind of warm up. It's weird. It's weird going into a stadium that is just like empty.
Yeah.
Because I'm usually in the stadium when it's packed.
Yeah. So
Like, have you ever been in? I mean, you
Yeah.
probably during like tours and stuff. And
actually, that. All right, chill out there, guy. You just almost tit tat me right on the what I was gonna say again. One, I was gonna say, me, you, Cheryl, Forby. Let's do the Packers tour because I haven't done that in like 15 years.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to do that.
Is it bad? Is it
Well,
boring as
I've
fuck?
just seen everything in the Packers Stadium.
Like you've done the tour though,
No,
the Hall of Fame tour and all that.
the Hall of Fame shop isn't really anything amazing.
No, bro, the tour. Like there's
Yeah.
like the whole tour. You've never done that,
No.
bro. I want to do it. So you don't gotta come, but
Yeah, just go do it on a Sunday, and then I won't do it.
yeah, it was a tour.
Yeah, just if it's on a Sunday,
Such a rip, dude.
if it's on a Sunday, I'm not doing it.
I'll
so.
do anything for a baseball game on Sunday.
I know you will.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So I want to do that, and then Twins Fest. So every year the Twins do a festival where they let people come into the stadium, meet vets, current players, AAA players, all that shit, get autographs and stuff. So like my first time ever in a stadium, I was in the Triple H Dome,
Okay. Yeah.
the Metrodome.
Rip.
Yep, before it got taken down, and I got to play wiffle ball on the field. I was
That's
on the
cool.
field. That was literally I almost fainted. My dad has a video. I don't know if
You
he
were
has a
so
video anymore,
nervous.
but like I stepped on the field and I had one of those moments, those like movie moments where like you just turn around and you just stare at
Yep.
everything above you and you're like you realize how small, especially in that stadium when like if you've ever been in a dome. It's pretty fucking crazy.
It
like,
is.
when there's nobody in there. It's just
It's
so,
weird.
It's so big. But at the time, like I mean, it was Twins Fest. There was probably a couple thousand people there.
But still, compared to the normal crowd, that's a really small amount of
They
people.
were spread out.
Yeah.
You know, walking around, and you know, really the only people that were on the field were kids playing.
Yep.
So like, it was pretty fucking dope. But at the same time, yeah, dude, creepy. Very, very
Yeah.
creepy. Because you're like, you think like you said, your only time you're ever in there is when there's 20,000 people around you,
Yep.
and it's like, fuck.
Dude, it's strange. Like, it's almost with that going on. There was probably stuff like music and stuff playing. Maybe I don't know if it.
Yeah,
I mean, it,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
probably really subtle, but it was
Sure.
there. Like, if you go into a stadium or something like that, and it's kind of just
Quiet.
silent,
It's eerie.
It's really
It's eerie as fuck.
strange. Yeah.
It's not scary, but it's like it'll make the hair stand up a little bit. Be like, whew.
It's kind of like when you go into like what I can compare this to that I've experienced the most is when you go into like when we were in high school and you'd go into the gym when the lights were kind of off and there was
yeah.
no one in there.
Bro.
That's like kind of what it feels like.
You know what I think the reason why it's a little creepy? Not creepy, but kind of like I said, a little like, you know, nerve wracking a little bit.
Just because I've seen so many movies where shit happens.
No, bro. The amount of like legends that have walked in there.
She's just up there like, what the fuck?
This ain't it. Like just the amount of people, like just think how many millions of people have, walked exactly where you were at, or like
Yeah, I do think
the
that, yeah.
players that like, because you got to think like when we're not there, most of the time, like a lot of time too, maybe not in our case at Lambeau because our practice field is across the street.
Yeah.
There's players there. Like there's people
yeah.
practicing.
Yeah.
There's like there, dude. How many times? I remember what player it was. I think it was. Cheryl, help me out here. You might know this, but I'm gonna get this wrong. I think Ocho Cinco like lived at the stadium after he got drafted.
Like with the Bengals?
Yeah, I don't know if it was him. I know there was like a big time wide receiver that when he first started or at a certain point just moved into the stadium and just stayed in like a fucking in the locker room and lived there.
I mean, yeah, probably. I've never
Can
heard
you
of this.
think of that? Can you think of doing that?
No, fuck that. There's people
I'm gonna
like
look this up. I want to see. Who
I've
it was.
seen TikTok videos of like people who have bought like old like rundown schools and turned it into like a home.
Yeah,
Fuck all of that.
yeah. I'm not with that either.
That's like another thing. Like I said, going into a gym when it's empty, going into like a school that is like empty and you're in the hallways and it's just silence.
Yeah,
That's
he is.
weird.
Former NFL star says he lived inside team stadium for 2 years. Yeah, it was Chad Ochocinco.
Was it really?
Yeah, Chad Johnson. Yeah, after signing his first contract as a rookie for the Cincinnati Bengals in 2001, you might have forgiven Chad Ochocinco for thinking he'd made it, but while the NFL splashed out on big houses and fast cars, the wide receiver more focused on living frugally and developing his game. Johnson enjoyed 11 seasons. Blah, 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 bro, get to it. He spent the first 2 years of his career living inside the Bengals stadium.
What the and like they'd let him do that?
Yeah, he did an interview. He's like, you got to remember, I stayed at the stadium for the first 2 years because I didn't want to spend no money.
He was just in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just went to Tanner's.
That's really?
Yeah, he was at Tanner's eating food.
Right by my house?
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, he was at Tanner's.
He must have
eating food.
stayed right at that hotel right there.
Yeah, I don't know. He said he posted on Twitter the other day, like during the draft, that he went to McDonald's.
Dude, so sorry for cutting you off. I'm pretty sure someone really fucking important followed me out when I left. Blacked out, murdered out, like big ass.
When you left
on Friday.
Okay.
Friday morning when I left. I swear to God, I thought it was like the commissioner. Like behind
he was
me.
the president of the United States.
Dude, follow car. There was a follow car.
Really?
Nothing in front of the like the big. I don't remember. I think it was like an escalator or not.
Yeah.
Suburban, whatever. One of those big fucking things. And this dude murdered out. You couldn't see in the front. You couldn't see in the side windows. You couldn't see in anything. It looked real nice. I was like, there's someone important.
You
in
were
there.
still there when we were talking about the snipers, right?
No.
Oh, you weren't there?
You know me. I would have been in there.
Well, I know. Well,
I would have been all. I've been telling y'all what their
Jared,
kit was.
you know Jared.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was there. Yeah. He showed us. He took pictures. There was snipers on buildings, on the top of the buildings.
Good.
Yeah, there were snipers on top
Fucking good.
of Lambeau. There were snipers on top of one of the hotels across the street. There were snipers all over
Last
the place.
thing we need is another Mandela Bay.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. That's where
But you don't get that coming to Wisco. We're nice here.
Yeah. Well,
Now there's some crazy fucks out here though.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like my thought, it's not like I think it's a good thing to think the way I do, but also it sucks that I have to think this way. Anytime there's a huge event like this, I'm like, this is just the perfect spot for someone to shoot up.
Fucking Alex.
Am I not
There we go.
right?
Now we're getting fucking. Hey, just so everyone's know, I legally own my guns.
No, I'm not trying to make this guns. I'm
Alex
just saying.
has no access to my firearms. Period. Ever.
Someone just go back like 4 episodes when he tossed his pistol on my bed.
Hey, safely.
He just,
I set that bitch down safely. It was in a fucking.
but I had Austin. All I had to do was that.
Bro, and I
Bitch,
would've-
I had access.
I would have fucking jumped on you and just.
Yeah.
Real
no,
quick.
I'm not trying to make it, but like that's my thought process is when there's big crowds, I'm like, dude, someone could just throw a grenade in here.
No, Alex. Fuck.
That's all I think about.
Somebody just sets off a fucking mortar.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
come
literally all I
on,
do.
bro.
That's legitimately what I do.
Come on.
And-
No, it was well, I mean, you got to think, dog. You've got millions, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of maybe a few people even there. Like their net worth is fucking ridiculous. I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah,
100% that was a Secret Service was there.
Well, let's see.
Did their thing. Do they do that? Or is
What?
that the feds? Do the FBI do that?
Do what?
Or local police? Like do all of like the because you know like when the president's gonna come to town, like the Secret Service there is there like a day or two beforehand, like not his Secret Service, but like other details, and they're like canvassing the area and watching the area and.
Okay, here's. Sorry, I'm.
No.
I was looking up the NFL commissioner's salary.
Okay.
So
I'm very intrigued.
Roger Goodell would be. He was there, obviously.
Yeah.
What do you think his?
Fuck.
He reportedly earns an annual salary of approximately
He only gets a salary?
blank. This salary is higher than the highest paid NFL player Dak Prescott, who earned $61.6 million. Goodell's contract extension is expected to keep him in the role until March of 2027. Now, obviously, this is.
Could we see a new commish?
Oh yeah, probably. But he's old as shit.
I feel like he's got, good 5 more years on him.
Well, he's
He
probably.
didn't seem too bad in the draft.
He's 66. Shout out to Cheryl. All right, how much money? And obviously, this is just
Fuck. Okay.
estimated. This is just a. Like,
I'm gonna go 300 mil.
Okay, no. Oh, 64 million a year.
Oh, see, I didn't think like just a year.
I don't know.
I feel like he would make more.
What does he do?
He runs the shit.
What are they?
He's big
What is he
dog.
running?
He's big dog.
What does he run?
Whole league. He does a better job than Rob Manfred.
What does the NFL commissioner
Fucking Rob
do?
Manfred. If you want to drop dead any moment now, I'd be happy.
The NFL commissioner is the chief.
I can't say that. I'm sorry.
He was redacting what he just said. The NFL commissioner is the chief executive officer of the National Football League, responsible for overseeing the league's operations, player conduct, and rules. They
He just gets to watch.
They also represent the league in its own, ensuring the integrity of the game in business. Bitch, that literally doesn't explain anything.
Yeah, it literally just told you all
What
he
is he
does
getting
is
paid
watch.
$64 million to do?
Watch players and make sure that they do right by the league. Make sure everybody else. I don't fucking know. He just watches. It basically sounds like all he does is babysit.
The commissioner manager various aspects of the NFL, including player. Yeah, that's okay. It's literally what I just read. And like, there's no shot he's the only one. Like, he probably has to talk to some. Like, there's probably a board that has to do these things.
Oh, dude. I mean,
And this man's getting paid $64 million, probably more, realistically, $64 million a year to just do what every obese Wisconsin person does in the United States. I don't know why I said Wisconsin person.
Why'd you say
every person in the
why'd you
world?
say obese,
I don't
too?
know. It just sounded funny and it made no sense. Shut up. Like, he's just getting paid to watch football,
That's
and
it.
then when someone does something bad, no,
Hey.
that's not how the NFL wants to be represented. $64 million for doing that. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of shit he does, but like also $64 million. How much do you think the NFL brings in a year?
Oh, dude. Total. End of the year. Super Bowl's done. We dropped the conclusion. I'm talking.
The National Football League generates over blank amount of money in revenue during the 2024 financial year. This includes both national revenue, estimated at around blank in 2023, and local revenue, which brings in the total to well over blank. So I'm assuming just the entire year, including Super Bowl.
Bro, it's got to be over $500 million. It's got to be $500-600 million.
Okay. I don't know if it's just because I know the actual number,
Fuck you.
but you think the NFL is only making $500 million, and they
See,
have
I
to.
was gonna say $1 billion, but I thought it was a stretch.
Do you understand how much players are being
Can we
paid?
just fucking say what it is? I've had a long day.
$23 billion.
Fuck, dude. I only was
this
gonna.
guy
I was
said
only gonna. I was
500
only
million.
gonna say like $1 or $2 billion too. So like I still wouldn't have been close. So fuck you. Good thing football. I don't give a shit about.
I literally just said Roger Goodell and Dak Prescott make like $63 million a year.
Okay.
That's like 120,000 or 120 million.
What's up, babe?
Ah,
You gonna make fun of me?
yeah.
No, that's
And I'm sure again these numbers are probably widely different when it varies. Oh, there's spots where she doesn't like being pet. I don't know. I have to take her in.
She loves me, dog.
Yeah. She likes attention. She's a little slut.
Right.
She's a little attention whore. I have to take, she's going to be real mad at me real soon.
Why?
Because I'm going to have to grab her and take her in. I have to bring her to
What's up, mama?
I have to take her to the vet so she can get her.
Like, why'd
Yep.
you leave, bitch?
I have to take her to the vet to get her nails trimmed. Because she be getting stuck on everything.
Hey, Dad, just trim my shit.
Yeah, she's just like, well, I can't pick her up, so she's going to fucking throw a tantrum when I do that. All right. We got more time, but I want to check where we're at.
We got storms coming, dog.
Yeah, are we actually getting storms?
So I check it this morning.
Did
and
it just turn straight red?
Bro, I checked it from 7. It went from 7 to 8, and at the 7 mark it was green.
Red.
8 pure red.
Yeah, yep.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's exactly
like just
what
no
happened.
warning, bitch. Just
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
straight wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Hold on though. It looks like it's
And
gonna
now it's gonna miss us.
it might go above us now, which is cool because no.
Well, I mean, it's like it's gonna get us a little bit.
Go, yeah, zoom in that bitch in. Nah, it don't.
We're getting like the tail end of it.
It might push north.
But yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. I was like, well, I've never seen just straight red on a fucking.
So Maddie and I were talking about this last night because obviously our daughter is not a fan at all. Period. She even hears rain. She
a
gets
fan of storms.
She gets fucking terrified. But granted, she was in a tornado with us. Well, not in a tornado, but we were driving to Minnesota and
Oh yeah, they got
caught
real
in a
bad weather.
got caught in a storm.
That's pretty
and
scary as a
we
kid.
basically were on the outside of the tornado, but we got fucking wrecked. Like,
Yeah.
it was scary as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you and say I wasn't fucking shaking in my boots. So she's scared. So we were talking about this last night, and I was like, it's supposed to get pretty bad. And she's, that's why I texted you and asked you too, see if you knew anything. But
Yeah, and then I sent you a thing, and then you never responded, fucker.
well, because me and her got in a conversation, and once her and I stopped, it
So
was
your
bad.
girlfriend, the one you have 2 kids with, the one that you spend most of your time with, is just more important than me? Cool.
I didn't get an invite Saturday night. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you were dealing with your sick son.
Don't no. Remember, it was fake.
It's fake, but like I
so you
assumed it was
fucking
real.
know. Okay, all right.
Would you have said yes?
No, I would have
Yeah,
said
bitch. I know.
Well, Maddie asked me. She's like, "Did Alex ask you to come over?" I was like, "No, he knows I'm home with Brooks."
Yeah,
and she goes, "Oh, She's like, "I figured he would ask." I'm like, "No, he knows
Yeah.
I'm home with Brooks." And I even told her, I was like, even if he did ask, I was like, "No, I'm gonna say
Yeah,
no."
you had me for a second because I was like, wait, why did
No,
I
just
not
had to
invite
I just
you?
had to fuck with you.
I know.
had
I
to
was
fuck
like,
with you.
I didn't. I was like, why did I not invite you? But then I
mean,
was
it
like,
was-
what? Your son was sick. We couldn't do the podcast because you wanted to stay home with your son. I can't imagine you'd want to come over and do stuff for multiple hours.
No, because we would have just done the podcast then.
I also did not get home until 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
so.
you're a fucking idiot. Maddie's like, how come every time he goes downtown, he always posts why?
I didn't want to go. You can ask Cheryl. I told him I did not want to go there.
So he put a gun to your head and said, we're going downtown.
No, but I also did not want to make him drive me here, then go downtown, and then eventually back here because the other person that was here had their car here.
True.
And they wanted to go downtown. So I was like, fuck it. I'll go. I asked him, I was like, how long?
How long did you last down there?
We only stayed for like 30 minutes.
Dog, we do that every time.
Well,
Like,
no, that's,
literally
Cheryl
every
only
time.
wanted to go for like 30 minutes.
Why?
I don't know.
Buddy.
He wanted to.
I get the scene.
He'll hear this and say he can attest. I literally had to be like persuaded. That's the right word, right? Into going downtown.
I know. I know how you are, but it's just so funny that every single time.
Did you
go,
like my story on Saturday night or on Saturday or Friday during the draft where I just kept posting, I'm cold.
Yeah.
I am cold.
Yeah.
I literally posted one thing that wasn't I am cold and then I deleted it because I was like, no, they all have to just say I am cold.
And then, well, you could post random after you posted in your
Yeah.
car. But yeah, no,
Sorry, I interrupted you because I had to. It was mind-boggling me why I didn't invite you. Go on with your story. Maddie with the weather.
So
with
yeah, we
JoJo.
were talking about it, and then, so I literally paid it no minds, and then I get into work, and fucking everyone's in a tyrannical fucking stage. Like they're just all going crazy.
This morning?
Yeah, they're all like freaking out.
Because it was raining?
Well, because of the storms we were getting. It's like its first winter storm.
Yeah, yeah.
And like people are all like going nuts. But I told Maddie, I was like, the only thing I'd be worried about is if like we all of a sudden had like 80-degree weather. Like we go from 50s, low 60s, and then all of a sudden we just have 80-degree weather. I was like,
today was like 75.
hold on.
I
So,
was gonna say, what are you?
so hold on. So I was like, I'm not worried about it because like usually we'll just get a little pop off, but like
Yeah.
you get those fucking cold and hot weathers mixing, dude. That's when shit can get really fucking crazy, especially for you being over here, having a lot of this open area. Like,
Dude, it's windy as
you
shit.
you need to pay attention to what's going on tonight because like I know there have been tornadoes that touched down over here.
Yeah.
So
I'll just tell it to stop.
yeah, just say chill out.
I'll
But
just
no, so
stop it.
I'm at work and I just get a random text at like 1:30 and Maddie's like, well, you jinxed us. And I was like, why? And she goes, it's fucking like 80 degrees outside. And I'm like, oh shit. And like, I really just hadn't touched outside yet.
Like
all
thought
day.
about it even.
Yeah. I mean, even when I was out at lunch, it didn't click in my head that it's like,
Yeah, it was like moist, warm out.
but it was like nice. And like
Yeah.
you even mentioned it like on my way out to lunch. I was like, damn, it's nice out. Didn't even think about it. And I'm like, fuck, we're going to get wrecked tonight. And that
Yeah.
I checked the app. Boom.
And that's when you saw the red.
Dude, I like zoom. I set it to 24 hours. I zoom into our area.
What do you use?
Just the Weather Channel.
Oh, you use the. Oh, I do. I also use the Weather Channel.
Yeah,
Okay.
just this app. So then I just click on it. And then this is exactly what I did. I just zoomed in, set this bitch to 24 hours. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know, not a big deal. And then it goes from, wait, bro.
This isn't. We're not supposed to get hit now until like 9.
And we're also like not getting anything.
That's what I told you. It's like I said. It's literally.
Damn, that's such an outage.
I mean, this
I wanted
looks-
a storm, bro.
See, that's okay. I'm glad you said that because I love really fucking bad storms.
Oh, dude, I love them.
They're cool as shit. But like I always, and I've said it before, I don't want things to get like damaged or people to get hurt or
I told
anything.
Maddie, I was like, I'm parking my Jeep in the car or in the garage.
I don't know why that was funny. I'm parking my Jeep in the car. Open the back of your car. I'm parking my
Fucking
Jeep in
scissor in
it.
this
So
bitch right in
your
there.
car gets hurt, not mine. Yeah.
Fucking-
Um.
Well, I told her, I was like, your car gets hail damage. We'll just fucking insurance will cover whatever and we'll just put money on a new car. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, see, I like really bad weather. My dad texted me last night. He texted me at. I never responded to him. Whoops.
Oh, and you want to fucking get on me.
Shut up. He said,
Shut up.
remember tomorrow they're calling for a storm. Some are saying we may get some tornadoes. And I said, yeah, I've been seeing that. Is this supposed to be all day? And he said, not really sure when. Just be careful you don't have a basement to go into now. And I said, will do. I'll be standing on my balcony watching. And he just said, shut up, ass. And then
Because he's worried about you and you want to be a cock.
and then I never responded.
You know
on
what to
accident.
do? Do you know where to go? You know
We've
what to do?
talked about this.
Have we?
You said
I
go
think
to my bathtub.
it's a good spot. I think also your little closet here is a good little zone
Yeah, it
too.
is. It is.
So.
I'm gonna, you know what I'll do? I'll take all my clothes, throw them on the ground, throw some on top of me, and hold.
Bitch, them clothes ain't doing shit. Unless
Keep-
these fucking apartments are built like ass and the fucking drywall and everything is.
Nah, I actually think so. Saturday I was playing music, and I went out there to listen. Couldn't hear anything. I was like, oh shit.
Lit.
I was like, okay. But
Lit.
then last night I heard a fucking baby crying.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 7 or 8. I'm watching my TV show and I'm like, what is that noise? I was like, is that the TV like the show I'm watching?
Young child.
I paused it and I just hear, "Ah!" And I was like, what the fuck is that? And cause I still like I could just really lightly hear it. And then I went over into my bathroom and I could hear it then.
The vents.
So they must be like down right over there or
It's
something.
the vents, yeah.
Yeah, and someone on yesterday morning, I woke up at like 7 and did my run.
Shot their place up.
No, I saw them. I saw a moving van really early, so I'm assuming they just moved in.
Yeah, so we have somebody that moved in across the street from us over the weekend. They were all excited because there's kids outside playing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wanted to tell them, you don't want to fuck with these kids. These kids are assholes.
Yeah, my
Like,
kid's
nothing-
fake sick right
Yeah,
now.
fucking, they're pricks. They're pricks. All right. I stick my head out the window yesterday. JoJo's outside playing, and all the other kids there's one kid that's the same age as her, and the rest are like 2-3 years older. Bro, she's fucking working these kids. These kids come running up to my door, knocking on the door. Austin. I'm like, yeah, what's up? And he goes, JoJo keeps hurting us. I'm like, fucking in my head. I'm like, you bitch ass dude. So like, grow up. You letting a fucking 6-year-old girl mollywop you in the fucking backyard at basketball. Just, she's stiff arming them, pushing them over, tackling them. I'm like, that's my girl, dude.
That's bad behavior.
I don't give a fuck. Stand up.
No, they don't want to hit a girl.
Well, that's good. You don't want to hit mine either. Fuck.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. So, wait. Never mind. I don't know what I was going to say. Is that not weird to think like a lot of the friends, like some of these people that live around you could be like JoJo's like lifelong friends. And just because of where you chose to move, like that dictated JoJo's friends almost.
I'm gonna be honest.
Not that like they might not be friends forever. Who knows?
We could have moved like 6 months ago. Like we were fucking ready.
Yeah.
Like boom, we had a place locked in. Fucking, we were set. And JoJo overheard us talking about it one night.
And got sad.
Bro, I'm talking like her fucking dog died, cried.
RP, my dead dog Maggie.
Because we were fucking, she was going to leave and like she wasn't going to be here with
By her friends?
by the neighbor kid who's
Yeah.
like her best friend. And I looked at Maddie, I was like, nope, done. I was like, we're staying. I don't give a fuck. When I was like, I'm not, nope, no, won't
There's
do it.
got to be a time though
Oh, 100%.
where you pull the trigger. Because I mean, you've
100%.
talked about wanting to move. So like at some point,
Dude, she sent me a number today, a random phone number. I was like, I'm calling it. She goes, good, it's a fucking realtor or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was just like, never mind, that's you. Yep, not doing that.
you do it.
She
Yeah.
just starts laughing.
Like, is that not just? I mean, the only reason I know Cheryl and I'm best friends with Cheryl is because my parents decided to move and his parents decided to move, and we
Yeah.
ended up being next to each other. Like, that's legitimately the only reason.
It's cool because like it's the same age, like
Yeah,
my daughter and
yeah.
the neighbor kid, and then you and Cheryl. Like, yeah, no. So it's like it definitely is the same. Like, there have been the house across the street that somebody just moved into. We could have rented that. There's a house another like down the block. We could have rented that. There's another one that was like 2 blocks down the far way. Could have rented that. Like, there's been multiple times, but it was just like, man, fuck it. And like at the same time, I don't want to leave, y'all. If you got a good fucking landlord and
Yeah.
shit's tight, like it's really hard to fucking leave because like, bro, we've just stacked money and I don't want to spend it.
Yeah. Well, like if
Like
here,
I have things I'm about to spend it on, but like it's not that. So it's
like if
not happening.
I'm assuming, sadly, I just have a feeling because I've heard other stories. When my 1-year lease is up, they're gonna raise the price of it probably.
It's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, and if that does, depending on how much it gets raised, that's when I'll probably look at.
I'm pretty sure like most times, like 95% of the time that I've heard about rents getting raised, it's $50 or $100.
Yeah, and if
So-
that's
and
the
it's
case,
never thing more. And it's never anything more than that.
yeah,
But yeah,
It
you
can
got
keep going.
You gotta know. Like even my place, like my place hasn't been updated period at all. But like we have to pay an extra $100 now this
which
year.
is so stupid.
And you know, like
Just dumb.
my place. I mean, it's worth what I pay, but I pay for a 2-bedroom. You're not gonna find that anywhere
Yeah.
else. So that's another reason why I'm like, I don't want to leave.
Well, that's why.
I was like, my kids don't want different bedrooms. They want to stay in the same bedroom. I was like, and until they get to a certain age, like I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So I'm
And-
good with this.
If finances are still good for me, I'm still solid. That's when I think I might actually look at a house, just because then I don't have to worry about my payments going up really. Or
At the same time, you're gonna be paying for the same.
I know that
Like you might as well get a house because the rent cost is the same as
Yeah.
a mortgage, and if not, it's more.
I just
Like,
wanted to, for the first year at least, live on my own, see if I liked it, see how I felt. Now I'm good. So now it's time. I
I'm
think
good.
once the year's up, obviously not now. Obviously, I've only been here for a month, but then that means I have to fucking mow lawns and do tool stuff.
Well, yeah, you definitely have to be a fucking adult.
I don't
But-
want to.
Dude, fuck, move into it. Like if you can't find a place, move into a duplex.
Tell me what to do.
Fucking,
That's actually not a bad idea either.
you could. I mean, that there was a time me and Maddie
Wait, but
wanted-
that would still be renting.
yes.
Then what's the
But
difference between an apartment and that?
you get warmed up into house training yourself on doing.
Yeah, but then I'm still renting, and then I have to
Yard
do
and
stupid
shit.
yard work and stuff.
True. I mean, definitely you're adding a little bit.
If
more.
I have to do yard work, I'm getting a house.
What, you fucking do manual labor already, don't you?
What do you mean? Like I work?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm getting paid for it.
Bitch, it's your house.
Yeah, and I'm not getting paid for it. I will do manual work like that if I'm getting paid. All right, here's the deal.
Are you one of those guys that won't do extra work just because it's not in your job description?
No, I
Okay,
do
good.
fucking.
Don't fucking piss me off.
Yeah, no. I'm at work. I'll do whatever. My job description is literally go to work and do work.
Thank you. I deal with too many people that are like, I ain't doing that.
Fuck
it's not
you.
part of my station.
Who
Fucking
cares?
sucks, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I do everything and anything.
No, I think you'll be fine, bro. I mean, really, it's not much. I mean, at the same time, like for me, all I do is shovel and fucking mow the lawn. I don't do yard work otherwise. I mean, when you're owning a house, you're gonna have to do plumbing and all that shit. Bro, you're calling somebody. You ain't doing that.
I was
tell
just
you
like,
right
I'm
now,
not calling someone right now.
I've lived on my own for a fucking long time, bro, and I promise you, my ass ain't touching no pipes.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing any
You know
of
what
that
I mean?
shit.
So like,
yeah,
if anything like that happens, you call somebody. Don't get it figured out.
Or I'll get my daddy to come over. He's smart with that shit.
There you go.
All right, let's look. I'm gonna look 1 second at like houses around. Let's look at a house like right around my area, like right here. 329,000, baby. Let's see.
That's
Bitch.
a $329,000 looking house, though. I mean, you look at some of these houses out here; they're $200K, and they're fucking couldn't be worth a
Which
damn.
is wild because the monthly payment on this, it's an estimated $1,800. So like that's not a whole lot more than my apartment.
But that's what I'm saying, Alex. You could be paying the same to own your own house instead of paying. Like that's why, like, I keep telling Maddie, like, I don't want to move into another rent. Like, I'd rather just live here until, we buy a house, and then.
Yeah. See, like I'm just
Oh,
picky
no.
though, because like even that, like that's an ugly house to me. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's definitely some like fucking Compton style house right there.
Yeah, I don't
that
like-
porch screams Brothers in the Hood. Boys in the
245,000.
Hood. Sorry.
Say brothers in the hood.
Yeah. Totally fucked that up.
Got some brothers in the hood. I'm trying to like just look around this area. Let's look by like my parents' house quick.
Oh yeah, right, dude. We're talking 400,000 right
I
there.
see my
too.
parents' house on here. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, it'd be so funny. Yeah, we're getting into a condo. We're done.
This one's 385 for 2,300. All right, I gotta wife someone up. Let's buy a house.
That's crazy.
Let's buy a house.
Get a military girl.
So they're never home.
Bro, yes. But then everything's paid for. You'd be a stay-at-home daddy. All you do is play video games.
All right.
Take care of the dog.
If
and
anyone's
cat.
in the military and you want a cross-eyed man that will likely just want to play video games, I mean, I'll give you attention, but like,
You don't gotta shoot guns with him. You can shoot guns with me.
yeah,
He's irrelevant in this case.
yep. You
But-
can have a hobby with my best friend.
Yeah,
that's
can.
cool.
Yeah, all about it.
Let me know. I'll shoot you my number.
Don't make it awkward, bro. They're already swiping left.
No, they're already swiping right. They're already laying in my bed like your gun like 3 or 4 episodes ago.
I'm gonna fucking bring I'm gonna bring my big ass AR in here.
You walk in with it like.
Don't, no,
everyone's
I'm
like,
not
"What the
kidding.
fuck?"
Like I'm gonna do it just as a joke one day, and then
No.
the next day I'll bring my fucking short AR. And the next day I'll bring a different gun.
everyone's like, what the fuck's going on?
And then
Why
just
does
keep
this
bringing
guy
a
keep
different gun.
bringing-
I could bring a different gun for fucking 9 different episodes.
I can't.
You can bring a little pistol right there.
Yeah. All right. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we need to. I'm hungry as fuck.
Me
I need to go
too,
eat
dude.
dinner.
Hopefully everyone enjoyed this episode. If you did, thank you so much. If you didn't, shut up, slut.
Give a fuck.
Yeah, idiot.
You stayed this long to not enjoy it? Stupid.
That is true. Yeah, if you're making it to the end like right now, yeah, you probably did enjoy it.
Respect the dedication, though.
Yep. Thank you guys. Share us if you can or don't. We don't care. Have a great day. Merry Christmas.
My Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Dude, my back is on fire.